So why has Ramp Defi pulled a 2x this week? Is there a major price catalyst that's caused the move, or is it down to pure price speculation? Let's answer these questions in today's video. This is CryptoTube. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you subscribe if you enjoy the content today and get value from it. Now, if you want to get up to speed with Ramp Defi, maybe you haven't heard of it before and this is the first time you've seen it covered, well, come and check out the videos on my channel. We've got 3 in total, starting with this one back in November with a full project overview. Then we've got some of the more bullish news that came out recently with the Ramp partnership with Alliance Block, and also a tokenomics update here as well. So all of these coupled with the video today should bring you pretty much up to speed with what's going on from this project. And I really do like this project. Every time I jump in and do some research on it, I always find myself thinking, damn, I wish I bought some more. Now, Ramp is sitting in price discovery mode right now. It hit an all-time high this week of 45 cents, now sat about 42 cents. So do bear that in mind and don't just ape in at all-time high levels. That usually isn't the best move to make. The market cap, however, in my opinion, is still quite low, $55 million, ranked 394th. So if it was to jump into the top 100, the market cap would have to be over $500 million right now, as market caps across the board have been absolutely exploding as of late. So I do think there is plenty of room to grow still with this one, and we're going to look at some of the features today that are going to make that possible. But we have covered this since mid to late November, and it was around 1.8 to 2 cents. That was around my average price when entering in initially. I've taken some profit on the way up to get my capital back, but I'm sitting pretty healthily with a nice bag of ramp and staking them, earning even more ramp. So bear that in mind. Obviously, conduct your own research before just jumping into a project, but notice prices go up and they go down, even in a bull market. So you possibly can get a better entry than today's price. And of course, none of this is financial advice. I'm just updating you on the projects I am bullish on. So the Ramp website has had a full overhaul since the last video I did. Maximize capital efficiency on staked digital assets. They've kind of made the terminology a bit more all-encompassing, since from the inception, it was mainly about taking staked crypto assets on other blockchains. So maybe you've staked a bag of IOST, for example. You could unlock that liquidity and bring that liquidity over to the Ethereum mainnet and get involved with DeFi and some yield farming, that kind of thing. But now they've partnered with Alliance Block. We're going to have a little look at that today again. The scope of the project has increased tremendously. And so it's more about taking illiquid assets and making them liquid and allowing you to go into the DeFi ecosystem. So here is the ecosystem picture from Ramp. It says Ramp DeFi focuses on developing a suite of products that act as a building block to power the Ramp ecosystem and cross-chain liquidity transfer. The main pillars of this are rStake, Mint, the vaults, this area, which is the treasury, and the buybacks and burn. So this is an ecosystem that all drives value accrual back to the Ramp token. Let's run through an example of how you might get involved with this. So let's say that you own a fat bag of IOST. IOST is not on the Ethereum chain, it's on its own blockchain, and it's a staking coin. So that means you would stake your IOST to generate a yield. However, with that, you can't participate in DeFi, and your capital is very much locked on that one chain. However, what Ramp lets you do, they have their own smart contracts and they will run staking nodes for these other assets. So they would take your IOST, run their own staking node of this, give you 80% of the staking rewards back. So you're still going to get the majority share of your staking rewards. Then with the other 20%, that gets sent to the burn area. They will then be buying back and burning Ramp token, all done neatly through the 1-inch exchange with limit orders, actually propping up a nice base or a wall of buy orders down there. Furthermore, you can then take your staked assets and have a proportion of these converted via rMINT into USD stablecoins called rUSD or Ramp USD. So say you deposited $1,000 of IOST into the staking node, maybe you get $250 of stablecoin back. You could then take them to the vault, get involved with various strategies to generate yield on that, or maybe you can just convert them into USDC, put them onto BlockFi, or convert them into USDT, go and be a degen on DeFi somewhere and try and get a big yield, or even just go ahead and buy more IOST with these stablecoins and start the process again. It just allows you to stack yield on top of yield. And for getting involved with this ecosystem, the kicker is you're going to be given ramp rewards on top. So you're getting the ramp token as a nice kicker to all of this. So you can see there are many different benefits for getting involved with this. Why would you just stake your IOST on its own chain, just generating a bit of yield, when you could come and get involved with this and just open up a world of new possibilities? It's pretty much a no-brainer. So this is the real value proposition of Ramp. And rMINT, this module here, is what is about to be released this month. Now, the team haven't defined a date, but they are still confident that during March, this will go live. So this, as you can tell, will be a main pillar of the whole ecosystem, and one of the reasons why I believe the price has spiked so sharply this week. So let's take a look at the app. So over here we have our stake. So this is where you can take your IOST, your Tomo, or your Tezos and actually start staking them and earn those ramp rewards. And clearly once rMINT comes out, you will then be able to access some stablecoin assets. We've then got the vaults, and this is where you can go ahead and get involved with some strategies. Currently, the strategies available are to just stake ramp for more ramp at 14% APY, or get involved with the ramp to ETH LP token and then get 257%. There is an update coming for these very soon. There's going to be more strategies on the vault, and I think the vault is going to have an auto compounding effect as well. So rather than just be harvesting your rewards, they're going to have an auto compound feature, which is going to help you generate even more yield on your assets. Then we have this beauty here. This is the recent addition, the Binance Smart Chain portal, and this allows you to, as they say, teleport your ERC20 ramp into BEP20 ramp and take it to the Binance Smart Chain, put it on Pancake Swap, do whatever you want to do with it. All you have to do is first click approve, pay some gas, and then you can actually go ahead and teleport your ERC20 over to the BEP20 standard by pressing that button and paying some gas again. And we've also got a statistics page showing you the combined staked value of all assets on Ramp right now, which is over $150 million. The income they've generated through this, around $100,000, and the number of Ramp burned so far, 254,000. Out of the circulating supply of just 134 million, it is surely making a dent there. So another big move and big announcement this week. March the 9th, we had this. Pancake Swap welcomes Ramp Defi to the Syrup pool. They've had a full Medium article on this as well, and they have a ramp to BUSD, the stablecoin farm, available as well, where you can get an APY there. So we're now seeing ramp on the Binance Smart Chain and on Pancake Swap, where somewhere you can generate a yield using your ramp, and obviously in an efficient manner, as the Binance Smart Chain cost of use is very low in comparison to Ethereum. So if you haven't used PancakeSwap, you don't really know how to use Binance Smart Chain, again, check my channel out. I've got you covered with information on there. Now on the left hand side, we have the farms, and here you can see the ramp to BUSD farm. So you would need to deposit an equal amount of ramp and BUSD in this one. The APR currently around 500%. And if we go to the contract, you can see that over $3 million are currently staked in here. A total of almost 7.7 million ramp are actually here locked on this farm. So 7.7 million ramp locked in here in that liquidity pool is quite a lot. I think it's about 5% of the circulating supply right now. Again, a reason for price appreciation when the circulating supply is taken away. So this is the first option. You can put your ramp to work in here, but you're going to get cake rewards. This is the Pancake Swap token. So you're not actually going to earn more ramp, but you can put your ramp to work. But if you want to gain more ramp, go to pools. And then I've actually got some in here already. I've staked some cake. So you need cake token for this. Stake your cake and then you earn ramp rewards. So just to show you what I've done for a little bit of a comparison, I've put half of my cake in a cake to cake staking pool and half in a cake to ramp staking pool just to see what the better return on investment would be. And currently the cake pool is actually outperforming the ramp pool by a bit. I would suggest that maybe if you wanted to increase your ramp holdings and you've got some cake handy, what you can do is just take cake and stake more cake. So you would put it in this one here in the cake pool, take your cake rewards, then go to exchange, and then you could farm that cake and then just sell it into ramp to increase your ramp holdings. That would probably be the most efficient method for doing this. However, on the flip side, if ramp continues to increase in price at a rapid rate, it will make more sense to actually just stake your cake for ramp. The decision is yours. Now, on top of this, with the rMINT module set to be released hopefully by the end of this month, some of these integrations and partnerships that they've announced, so for example, EasyFi, this partnership will really come to life once they can start minting the RUSD token. So it says users can use Ramp solution to generate RUSD against their staked digital assets, which carry a passive yield, as we know, and the RUSD can then be redeployed into EasyFi's money markets to borrow other stablecoins or assets. And through this collaboration, we expect DeFi users to get a wider range of yield farming and lending borrowing options powered by staked asset liquidity. So this is just one of the partnerships that is going to really thrive once we see the rMINT component go live. We've also got updates from other projects. So it's now integrated with Just Liquidity on the Binance Smart Chain. They've also had a partnership with Unilend announced. This one again is contingent on RUSD actually going live. As we know, Unilend does a similar thing. Borrowing and lending markets. They've also introduced flash loans recently. So a lot of upcoming things that are going to be catalysts for further price appreciation. And maybe those are starting to be priced in right now with the market. And if you don't really know anything about the Alliance Block partnership, Alliance Block actually partnered with the London Stock Exchange Group. They have a stupid amount of assets under management and people with tons of money, like trillions of dollars. So that partnership is leveraged by Ramp, who partnered with Alliance Block. And in a recent AMA, they exposed this. So Lawrence, the CEO of Ramp, said that after many months of development, they're happy to share that the code for the RUSD minting and asset onboarding is close to completion. So by the end of March, users will be able to start collateralizing a range of assets, whether it's single assets or even LP tokens, into RUSD. Users can also become RUSD and USDC liquidity providers to earn rewards and contribute to the growth and utility of the RUSD token. From then on, it's really open skies as we have a scalable way to onboard assets quickly with yield strategies to redeploy these assets to income. We will also develop a receptor for assets coming through Alliance Block, which can also allow the onboarding of these assets from TradFi directly into DeFi in a seamless and swift manner for users. So traditional finance players such as the London Stock Exchange Group are going to be taking illiquid assets. So for example, maybe it is some property somewhere. They're going to be converting it into NFTs, and that NFT will then have an underlying value. They will be able to take that locked value and mint a proportional amount of RUSD stablecoins through Ramp DeFi and then deploy that into the decentralized finance world and generate yield. This is going to bring in a lot of money into the DeFi sector, and this is leveraged by Alliance Block and Ramp. It's a huge partnership and one of the first movers in this area, bridging CeFi to DeFi. And it really can't be understated how big this could be. But again, this is all contingent on RUSD and that rMINT function going live, which should be by the end of this month. So I really do expect to see some huge updates coming over the end of this quarter and the next quarter. Of course, things aren't going to snap into action within just 1 week, but this is going to play out over the next few months. And I think it is exciting times ahead. Lawrence also went on to say that they will onboard Alliance Block and the liquidity mining tokens such as Alliance Block to ETH, so that Unipair, as yield collateral into RUSD. And Alliance Block users can also participate in RUSD and redeploying RUSD for yield while still earning your Alliance Block rewards and still owning your Alliance Block portfolio. So you don't have to give up any part of your portfolio. You can still be a liquidity provider, but you can deploy that token into the Ramp ecosystem and generate further RUSD and Ramp rewards. So kind of the ethos behind it is ways to stack yield on top of yield. And this is what Lawrence and the Ramp DeFi team are allowing for. And each Wednesday they have an AMA session on the Ramp Telegram chat. So the first audit of rMINT has been done and the second audit is ongoing. They are tidying up the code right now. They say that the developers are working around 18 hours a day to get these things on track for the March release. Auto compounding vaults will be coming live and will be the most effective way. They're also supporting Pancake LPs and single assets on rMINT to be collateralized into RUSD. So we're going to see a lot of Binance Smart Chain integrations with this rMINT function. It sounds like they've hired a marketing agency to put forward some videos showing how to use the various functions. So that'll be a good marketing push. And then with the RUSD coins, they're going to be pairing them up with other stable coins and also with partner coins. So Alliance Block, Unilend, that kind of thing, just to ensure that there is plenty of liquidity for the token and to ensure that you can transfer your value into other places. And there's also going to be the opportunity to liquidity mine RUSD to stable coins. So if you can liquidity mine a stable to a stable, you're not going to get any impermanent loss and you're going to achieve just straight up APY with no drawdown. So those are the variety of reasons why Ramp has been on a bit of a rampage this week and pretty much doubled in price. If you like the content in today's video, make sure you subscribe. Hit me up with any comments or queries down below. We have a Patreon group if you would like to join that as well. But until then, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.